Hey, it's Matt from Tradesman Digital Marketing. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through single keyword ad groups, otherwise known as SKAGs, and should you be using them in Google Ads, especially in 2022. What is a single keyword ad group, by the way? A single keyword ad group is exactly what it sounds like. It is an ad group with one keyword in it, generally exact match. And this was a strategy implemented really near the birth of Google Ads. And what it would do would be you would have, hundreds of ad groups with one keyword in it. You would write your ad copy very, very precise. You could generally have a very high click-through rate with this, and you would generally see very good results. Now, this went with a manual bidding strategy, which allowed you to adjust every single keyword up, 5%, minus 5%, whatever it was, and you could optimize literally everything in the account down to the most minute things. Now, this was very, very good practice for a very long time, up until right around 2015. That's when things changed. Google's AI had gotten a lot better. Automated bidding strategies were starting to outperform manual bidding strategies just because the actual AI had more data than the average consumer or the average account user in Google Ads, and it could make better decisions overall. And single keyword ad groups kind of died out, and right around this time they no longer became best practice. Most people were seeing better results with automated bidding strategies, using phrase match, using broad match, especially in e-commerce. And another thing that also happened was exact match no longer really became exact match. It used to be exact match meant exact match. If you added an S to a keyword, your ad wouldn't pop up. That's how specific it was. Now, you can add an S, you can, maybe remove a few letters. It's still going to pop up as long as Google deems it close enough. And with this, Google's AI has really taken over and done a lot of the minute details when it comes to adjusting bid adjustments, figuring out whether a keyword will convert. It's very, very good at this and much better than a human, especially in 2022. So single keyword ad groups just no longer are effective. I think you could probably get away with it if you were running super expensive campaigns like a marketing or a lawyer firm. Um, but other than that, I really don't see any use for them. You should really be using exact match, phrase match for most campaigns and service-based businesses. I wouldn't go with broad match. If you're using e-commerce, you can go with broad match, phrase match because you're going to be optimizing with Google's AI. But for almost every single business out there, single keyword ad groups are no longer effective. Now, what should we do to replace single keyword ad groups? We should be using a thing called SKAG, otherwise known as theming or single topic ad groups. And essentially what this means is as long as the ad copy is relevant to the given keyword, you can put as many keywords as you want in an ad group provided it's relevant to the ad copy. If someone typed in this keyword and could see this ad copy and they'd go, yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for, leave it. You can add as many keywords as you want provided they're relevant. A lot of people put way too many keywords in their ad group, but that's a discussion for another day. Don't do that. You want to make sure it is still very relevant to the ad copy, but you don't want to go over the top with a whole bunch of keywords in your account. Now, when you're coming up with actual single topic ad groups, you want to be pretty precise when it comes to services. You could add, for example, here, fiberglass pool, pool builder, pool installation, and you could have a whole bunch of exact match or phrase match in these actual ad groups, and it would be fine. You could have very relevant ad copy. Google could then optimize for the best click-through rates for each one of these keywords, get you the highest conversion rate possible, and your account will generally be very successful when you do this. That being said, do not only have one ad group, please and thank you. Generally, because this is not going to be extensive enough and you really want to still go down to a decent level of detail, make sure all these keywords are becoming relevant to the ad copy, like I said before, and you should see good results. That being said, this is what I would generally recommend now. If you're still using SKAGs, switch over to a single topic ad group. It's going to save you a whole bunch of time. You're not going to have to write out, hundreds upon hundreds of ad groups. You'll still have a decent amount of ad groups, but not nearly as many as the single keyword ad group strategy. It's no longer as effective with Google's new AI and the exact match no longer being where it once was. So if you have any comments, questions, or concerns about single keyword ad groups or SKAGs or whatever you may have a question about, leave it down in the comments section down below. I'd be happy to answer it. Other than that, you guys have a wonderful day and take care.